Welcome to the Permian Basin Chapter video series. This is number 6 in our 2022 season. Today we just got a few videos we're going to cover. This one, the first one we have is on the opening kickoff. Like the position of our umpire and our back judge down here as they line up to kick. So again, this is play 1, but I want to emphasize that we need to be more consistent in our offsides penalty calling, because it gets hard to explain to coaches as well, last week Joey didn't call it, but this week you are calling it. Well, we got to establish that if it's offsides, it's offsides. These are varsity players. First play or 80th play, that's still a kickoff's a kickoff, and we just need to be a little more consistent in what we're calling. I'll kind of show you here as we get ready. Back it up just a tad. Ball's on the ground. This guy I'm good with. This guy has got a step down and is gone before the ball is still on the tee. So this guy is offsides because he's got a full step down beyond the line before the ball is kicked. This player, he's still got a leg in the air, one back behind. He's fully not across. So I would say this one, we're good. This one, he is definitely offsides. As you see, these two are the two that get down. They're the fastest. Although they don't make the tackle, they were there and in position to make the tackle on the play. So once again, let's just be a little more consistent in how we're calling that offsides on a kickoff. Here we go, play 2. This one is a great job by our headlines and our back judge in communication. So he catches the ball on the sideline. Headlines gets around the play, and then if you notice right here, he's signaling to the back judge that he's got him inbounds. The back judge right here is pointing at him and looking at him to see if he's killing the clock or what he's doing. He's got him chucked in as, hey, he's still inbounds all the way down. Back judge, when you see it going that way, I would like to see you a little more back over towards these hashes so you got a little better view. You had plenty of time to move down and get situated before he got there. But great job of communication on this play. That's what we want to see. That way, back judge, we know that you're looking and making sure that you're not giving a touchdown signal and he's killing the clock, because he hasn't got his whistle out yet, but you can see his arm starting to kill it. Then we know that he stepped out somewhere in this area. So great job on this one. Great communication. Here we go. Got a couple things on this play we want to look at. Watch this player right here as this receiver is looking back to the ball. This defender is going to come up out of his blind side and lay him out. Remember, you can have blindside blocking by the defense. Umpire, you're looking straight in on this. This is one that you could help the crew out on. Line judge, he's got players coming down. Back judge has got players back here. Headlines, he's moving back. This was his original guy, so he's kind of trying to look back across. So line or headlines, this see, this might have been actually your original key. That's actually the back judge's original key. But the back judge has got 3. He just swapped off, gave this one up to the line judge, and now he's actually going to take these 3 because this one went deep, so this one breaks off short. So headlines, this will be yours, but umpire, you're looking directly at it. So let's watch them kind of plays. That's just he's just taking the player out at that point. I was blindside. He never saw that coming. So we have a blindside block on the defense here. Now as we come down, watch this player as this ball is coming into this receiver. It's kind of hard to see at this angle. If he takes him down, let's go back to the end zone view. You can see it better on this view. We do have a flag on this play. As you can see, the defender, as the ball's coming in, the receiver is looking at the ball. Defender lowers his head, leads with his head, and makes contact with the crown of his helmet against a defenseless receiver. So we have a 9-1-3 and a 9-1-4 on this play. Now, if you notice, After he gets up, he stands over him, celebrating. We do have a flag. The flag was for targeting. Back judge, you should have had a flag also on this. You had clear view of the targeting from your advantage point, and then the celebration. So even if UIL does have an exception on targeting, that if it's a non-flagrant, if you deem that he was trying to make a tackle and there was no intent for the targeting on that to punish the player, you could rule that as his first UNS. In this case, we had a targeting UNS, but then we also had another UNS for celebrating after the player was on the ground, standing over him and taunting. So that would have been his second UNS of the game, and this player would have been disqualified. But on this, great job by the line judge of getting a flag down on it. He went with a non-flagrant UNS on this play, but back judge, you should have had a flag in also. And then line judge, you could have threw your hat on this also and went with a second UNS. I know that you had the targeting, and it's you're trying to run through your brain, make sure you got the correct number. We got what we got. Back judge, you should have came into him with information. Umpire, I don't know that you have anything on this, but if you do see something, especially on a targeting, we want to make sure that we get that right and we get as much information as we can on that. So once again, just to kind of so you can kind of see what we're looking at from a defensor for targeting, you want to see what makes that targeting, and that's going to be crouch and lead with a helmet, launching with an upward thrust. So, and then crouching and an upward thrust. So make sure you see it right there. He dropped his head. He led with the crown of his helmet. So, and it was to the head. So again, on the crown of a helmet, you're going to take the top, very top point and a 6-inch radius around the helmet. That's a new rule this year for the crown. But as you can see, I believe that's in the 6-inch area. As the top of his crown is right here. So he's definitely making contact here inside that 6 inches. On this play here, they're going for a 2-point conversion. This is for try. So if you notice, line judge headlines, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players in the backfield. So this is not a dead ball foul. It is a live ball foul, but you need to make sure that whenever they line up for any of these special plays, they have to run these perfect. They don't get a bye. These two guys are definitely split. These two guys are definitely behind the center. He's definitely behind the center, and he's lined up behind the lineman. So make sure that you count. You communicate that you do have 5. Back judge, you're under this goalpost. I'd like to see you under this goalpost because this is where the majority, if they run the play, this is typically where they would kind of throw a bubble screen to kind of break him in. And then umpire and back judge, you need to make sure that we have 5 on the line of scrimmage, 50 through 79, because this is not a kick play. So make sure that they didn't substitute in somebody and we don't have the correct numbering for line of scrimmage guys on the line. So on this play here, as you see, they do score, and we give it to them with 5 in the backfield. So let's just make sure that we're paying attention to that. I know these swinging gates and things are not something that we see often, but when they do come out, we do need to be ready for them. So let's make sure that our line of scrimmage guys have the proper numbering, and then that they have a correct formation on this play. And in this one, they did not. So we gave them 2 points when we should have backed them up 5, and had another try for either 1 or 2. This play here, we got a deep. Great, we got 2 flags down on this one. Go back up. So we got the outside guy does an out and go. he does get grabbed right there, as you can see. So now we got a flag coming from our back judge who was watching this guy, and he just got a glimpse of that one. And then we got 2 flags coming in about the same spot. Now, one thing we want to make sure of is when we have this, run back. So we've got second and looks like 20. So we're going to have pass interference. We have both flags coming in here, so it's going to be going to go 15 from the previous spot. So it's going to be the ball on the 20 with a 1st and 10. Now, some people would go, well, he was holding him before the ball got there, but he's holding him and the ball's coming in that area. We're going to convert that to DPI. So as you see, well, actually that flag bounced behind the 20, but we want to go with we put the flags in front of give them the full 15 on that one, because the ball's where it's landing. And so back up one. See if you can see it. Now we can't see it from the end zone view. It doesn't go out wide enough. All right, next play. This one we're going to have a no call, and it's a good no call because we can see it a little better from the second view here. So we have the player doing a drag across. He's catching the ball. That player comes in. There is no crouch. There's no upward thrust. There's no launch. He curls his arms to protect his body. So he doesn't, it's just basically he's there and he protects himself. There's no upwards thrust. He does spend just a moment looking at him, but I would say that was not taunting on this one. It's like, okay, I got him backed up. Let's go. He backs out of the way. So this was a great no call by the back judge, as we had no indicators for targeting on this one. And there was, and as you've seen on video, there was no indicators. So without any indicators, great call, back judge. That's what we want to see. We're in the first targeting in this one we had. We did have the crouch. We did have the leading with a helmet. So, and it was a little bit of an upwards thrust with the helmet. So that one was a definite target. This one, there's no indicators. He just crossed his arms and let the receiver come into him. So great job of that was more protecting himself than anything on that one. So great job, back judge, of not having a no call on that one. All right, this play here, line of scrimmage guys. Great job of getting it, but you're still looking back in. We've got the line judge down here. He's killed it. Great job, line judge. He was so bottled up. Let's get that shut down before somebody gets hurt. Go ahead and put your hand up, get on that whistle, and let's get that shut down. Nothing good can come after a player's bottled up like that. I mean, he literally has 9 of the 11 players on him right here. So let's not let him take unnecessary hits or somebody trying to protect him, and we just have a dead ball, something that doesn't need to happen. So when you see him like this, great job, line judge down here. As you see, he comes up, he's got his hand pretty quick as he's bottled up right here. He's got it shut down. So let's be a little quicker. Let's not get any unnecessary injuries or any reason for another team to get mad. This was a district championship game, so I mean it was kind of already, emotions running high. Let's not give them anything to add fuel to that fire and have any more dead ball ticky-tack stuff that we need to handle. So good job, line judge. Headlines, just be just a tad quicker when it gets to that. Okay, next play. We're snapping it from the 31. So illegal man downfield would have to be the 27, correct, when the ball's released. Umpire on this one, don't know how you did it. Everything's happening so fast, so good. As you see, the ball is released now. Our player is at the 28. Hand is maybe to the 27, but he hasn't broken that 4 yards, so he is not downfield. And none of these guys will have offensive pass interference because they have not blocked anyone. So the ball does go, 3 yards beyond, about almost 3 yards beyond the line of scrimmage before it's touched. So we do have a legal forward pass downfield, but none of our linemen had broke that 4-yard barrier before that ball was released. So great job on this one, umpire, and headlines of not having an illegal man downfield. So on this one, we just have an incomplete pass, nobody blocked, no harm, no foul. So great job on this play. Those are very hard to get. I know the umpires are picking that yard line, but knowing when that ball is actually thrown, when them guys are running like that, I mean, that just bam, bam. So great job on this play. All right, that's all of our plays for today. Appreciate everyone's comments and watching these videos. We'll keep going through some more plays, and we'll get some more stuff turned out soon. Thank you everyone, and we'll see you soon.